Happy Fragrant Friday, Fraghead. Hey everybody, this is Ben here, That Cologne Guy, coming at you with a new review. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. Happy Fragrant Friday to you. And of course, this is That Cologne Guy, the channel that welcomes you with new content every Friday and welcomes you to your weekend. Have a great weekend. I'm also the only channel to get through my introduction in less than 60 seconds. That's not actually true, but when I first started reviewing, I would just go on and on and on, and my intros sometimes were longer than the actual review. If you're starting a YouTube channel, do not make that mistake. So let's dive in, shall we? This is Kenzo Homme Marine, the EDT version from 2023, done by Quentin Bish, the man, not the myth, a fantastic parfumé. And this is my first time sampling and wearing over an extended period of time a fragrance by Kenzo. So let's dive in on the house a little bit, shall we? Kenzo refers to the first name of a fashion designer originally. His name was Kenzo Takada, Takada. And he was one of the first men to graduate from Bunka Fashion College in 1964 in Tokyo. And then he opened his first Parisian boutique in 1970, and that's when he began as a fashion designer. And then as a perfume house, their first release, if I'm not mistaken, was either 1987 or 1988, so perfumes followed soon thereafter. So known for fashion, known for a multicultural aspect to his fashion, and then now known, of course, for us, known as quite an interesting brand, an interesting house, because people like Kenzo a lot because it's like popular but not super popular, so it kind of flies underneath the radar, doesn't it, a little bit? And I certainly have really liked that. I have smelled Kenzos before, but this is the first time I'm wearing one over an extended period of time. So yeah, this is a 2023 woody aquatic. Apologies. And house is Kenzo. Now, I'm just going to tell you right off the bat that I have absolutely enjoyed wearing this one, and this one is a home run for me. This is going to be a very, very easy review, but I'm going to just go ahead and cut to the chase now and just say this one is fantastic, and I think any reviewer that would suggest otherwise, with a few noted areas of improvement, would be surprising to me, actually, because this one has been a true joy to wear. It's addicting. It's oceanic. It's floral. It's just a wonderful fragrance to wear. For the people who say freshies can't be original or it's difficult to make them original, take a look at this one and take a look no further, because this one really does that. It stands out from the pack, and I really do appreciate that about this fragrance. When it comes to the notes, it's relatively clear, actually. It's C notes in the top. And then take note here, note, ylang in the mid. In the base, you have sandalwood and musk, but I want to be very clear. To me, the main player, at least initially, in the initial blast, you're going to get a lot of ylang. Be careful with that, because in the first half hour, it could be I could see how it would be off-putting to some guys in the sense that it would be too floral. Stay calm, though, and because this one does have a come from behind victory. It does. Well, for you it would. For me, I like it from the initial blast to begin with, but I just want to be clear in saying the floral element dissipates and blends. See, here's the thing. The thing about this fragrance is so great is the ylang blends with the C notes, the aquatic notes, in such a way. I'm assuming that it's the aquatic notes. It might be maybe the musk, but it blends with something to kind of give off this almost like a coconut and a definite sunscreen feel to it. So some might not like that. The sunscreen element is creamy. It's quite pungent. It's quite pronounced. It's going to be too much for some people. For me, it's not. And I think some guys might be deterred from the fact that this is quite heavy on the ylang ylang. Now, if I were to, as far as the notes, one of the things that I'm going to dock, at least, I don't know about a spray, but I'm going to, a point of critique for me would be, I just wish that ylang ylang was toned down a little bit. That's hard for me to say, though, because that's exactly the reason why I like the fact that it is original and stands out from the others. So it's kind of hard because on the one hand, I appreciate the fact that this is an aquatic, it's a freshie that is definitely original. But then I'm also faulting it a little bit by the fact that it contains a little bit too much of what makes it original. I'm just saying the ylang-ylang in the mid there, if it could be toned down just a smidge, all right? Just a smidge is all I'm asking for. I think it would be even better. Now, when it comes to the longevity, so what it smells like, man, God, what it smells like, it smells like you're walking along the beach and you just put sunscreen on and then you walk past some sort of like a botanical gardens, something along those lines where you are picking up, as the breeze hits you, you're picking up a distinct floral element to it. And as I said, there's sandalwood in there. That's not such a big player. I almost wonder if it's the musk and ylang ylang that are playing together. Either way, this is not an airy. This is a creamier fragrance. It's not a feel to it. It's not as airy as something like La Selle d'Issée, which is another great one that I have reviewed for the summer. So I just want to point that out. Now, when it comes to longevity and projection sillage, you are getting fantastic news because for an EDT especially, this one rocks. When it comes to if you want a freshie that really, really is a powerhouse, this is going to be another one. La Selle was great. This one is really fantastic. I mean, especially when you consider that I'm coming in and out of the doors a lot, and I'm in the elements. I'm walking around, then I come back in. A lot of fragrances will dissipate off the skin. This one really held up fantastic, actually. It held up well. So 8 hours on longevity, 8+. I'm going to give it an 8-10. And I'm going to even say that it's closer to 10 in the sense that this is not one that's just barely making it to the finish line. This is a robust fragrance. And really for freshies, you can almost even use the term beast mode. Very happy. When it comes to the projection, you're looking at 3 feet or 1 meter from the body, and this is another one that's going to rock you from 6 to 7 to 8 hours, and then it'll get closer to the skin. So excellent sillage, walking past people, your scent trail, your scent bubble will do very well for you. This is a fragrance that you should absolutely expect people to comment on, and I always say that because sometimes it's not necessarily a compliment, is it? Some people might say, wow, what is it that you're wearing? And it might not necessarily be a compliment. They just like or they just want to know what it is. In this particular case, though, I do think that you will get a fair amount of compliments. I love this fragrance. I love the fact that, just like La Selle d'Issée, I've really enjoyed that one. These freshies are really showing off their plumes, with regard to originality. And I really think it's about time, because one of the things people hammer on in FragCom is that the freshies, the aquatics, they all smell alike. You've smelled one, you smelled them all. And number one and number two is that they dissipate and they lose after about an hour. They're just completely gone. These fragrances lately certainly break the mold, and more power to them. So Kenzo, excellent job when it comes to longevity, projection, and sillage. With the ylang ylang, this one, I think the hardest part of this review is probably going to be the gender. I mean, I would say it's called Homme Marine, but I would say this one is going to be definitely along the lines of a 2/3 split, and I think this will be 66% of people who own it, wear it, have it for their signature scent. will be men and 34% will be women. So about a 2/3, 1/3 split. A woman could absolutely pull this one off. And it is close. It is close to getting into a full-on unisex fragrance. Especially, again, for the guys who shy away from anything floral whatsoever. I don't. I like what I like. I really don't care what it is. And this one certainly is more than a like. So I'll say on gender, I'll say 66-34. And then as far as age, man, this is a quite fresh, bright fragrance. There's no age here. This will just be any age whatsoever. I mean, it's beyond age. It really is, actually. It'll come down to the floral element for you. And then, of course, it'll be perfect for all the people out there that are looking for a freshy and aquatic that lasts a long time and has some personality to it. And this one certainly does. So, highly versatile. I'm not going to dock it for being quote unquote too synthetic. I mean, it is a little bit, but I just don't care about things like that. I really don't. I don't find it cheap in any way. And I think it was a great fragrance. And this is another one. If you guys watch me each week, you know that I always talk about how the 4s and the 5s out of 5 sprays, you know, you're constantly, right? You're constantly smelling yourself. You can't wait to wear it each day. You're really excited about it. This one fits that bill. So this one is a super, super easy rating to give. And that one could only be a whopping 5 out of 5. Super easy. And here's the only thing I'll say. Oftentimes when I give the 5s, I'll talk about why I didn't give it the elusive, highly coveted bonus spray. And that is only because if I were to really give this a harsh critique, I would say the Ylang Ylang is fantastic. Stroke of genius, yes, but tone it down just a smidge. That'd be really, really nice if you could do that. Just a tad. I would have liked a little bit less of it. And then, and that's really just about it. I mean, that's all that I can really come up with. It's a really fun house. It's a newer one for a lot of people. So it's going to be unique. It's a freshie. It's perfect for all climates, but of course it's going to be, I mean, I guess I could say it, but you guys know the season anyway. It's going to be a summer, spring. But this one is something that I would enjoy wearing even in the fall and winter. I, like you though, probably, I am not a seasons person in the sense that I get up every day and I wear whatever I want to wear. I really don't care about season. But I just want to say, if you do live in hot climates, a hot climate, this will do very well for you. And I was super, super happy with that. So all I can really come up with is the Ylang Ylang element to it that kind of creates like a sunscreen smell, and I'm assuming that's either mixing with the C notes and or the musk. But that element is just a tad cheap, and that's it. So those two issues, minor issues, are what's keeping this from a whopping 6 out of 5. And I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. It just really merits that. And I would be highly surprised if others didn't give it, at least if they're on a 10 scale. This is definitely something that should be at least up into the 8, 9s, and 10s for people. Again, I am not going to dock this for being like too synthetic. I don't think that it is, actually. This was wonderful to wear. So I am just gushing today, and it's about time. I will say, for the 17 people that have gotten to the 14-minute mark, I will say that I do have some fragrances coming up that are pretty bad. So if you're a little annoyed by all my gushing, the Cranky Ben is coming out pretty soon in the next month or two. So do not worry about that. Now, so I'm going to go 1 on each side of the neck, 1 on each wrist, 1 on the emblem. So there you have it. 5 out of 5 sprays for Kenzo Homme Marine EDT. Really, really loved it. What are your thoughts on this fragrance? If you've never smelled it, what do you like? Do you like Kenzo? If you've never smelled anything from that house, do you like freshies? Do you like aquatics? And if nothing else, let us know your scent of the day and or scents of the week. Boom. 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 And boom. 5 out of 5 sprays for this robust release from Kenzo. It has really made me want to try other fragrances from this house. That's how much I really liked it. Man, in some ways difficult to do the reviews where you just absolutely love them, right? I've said that before. Sometimes the easier reviews are the ones where you have a long laundry list of things that you did not like. So let me know your thoughts on this one, or answer any of the questions that I asked earlier. I hope you guys have a great, great week. And always remember, my friends, fragrance marks the celebration of today. Take care, everybody. I just wanted to showcase the subscriber that sent this one in, and that is JP. JP, I really appreciate the 4 samples that you sent to me. This is the 3rd installment, and I have 1 more left, and I'm saving that till May, and you know why. So I look forward to reviewing that one. I will go ahead and crown this one, though, as the champion of the 4 that you sent in. But I wanted to say thank you very much, JP, for sending these in. And it's been so much fun, over these last couple weeks. And then, as I said, I've got 1 more for next week to review. So appreciate you, man. And thanks again.